If you're at all a fan of children's literature, you've certainly heard of Roald Dahl. He's one of the most influential and important writers in the genre. And he's written so many books that are widely read, made into movies, and talked about today. And so I wanted to look at 8 books. I believe I have 8 here. Yeah, 8 books by Roald Dahl that I've read that I really enjoyed. And I'm going to rank these from the best to the least best, although all 8 of these are, I think, absolutely worth reading. So in order to do that, I didn't really plan this. So we'll start with the very beginning. I'm going to go through each book, explain a little bit about the book, and then at the end, we'll do our final ranking of which ones are the best to the worst. Okay. So the first one here, this is a great one. And by the way, if these books look a little underread, that's because I read these as a kid. I read my parents' version, and I was gifted the box set recently. So, anyways, with no further ado, the first one here. This is a great book. So this is The Twits by Roald Dahl. It's very short, as you can tell, and a lot of his books are quite short. But I think the illustrations also, these ones are by Quentin Blake. I think he's the original illustrator in the book, but it's very iconic, very fun, and so I highly recommend checking out these books. But The Twits, this is a really good one. I'm probably going to rank that pretty high on the list. The next one, Charlie and the Glass Elevator. So this is the sequel to the more famous one, which is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Charlie and the Glass Elevator. I honestly kind of like the Glass Elevator better in some ways. I don't know. I just find that it's a little bit deeper, maybe. And maybe it's just because Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is so popularized, and you see this all the time in films. The book is good too, absolutely. Don't get me wrong, but maybe just because of you're reading it with the film versions in your head, you see like Johnny Depp or Gene Wilder, who's amazing as well. Obviously, probably the best, definitely the best Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. These are both great ones. Quick, Mischief Makers, sign here so everyone knows this book belongs to you. One of the things I love about Roald Dahl is his relationship with children versus adults. The adults are often buffoonish and overlordly, whatever you call that, like overbearing. And children, there's a lot of children that are, usually snobbish and unpleasant children. And then you have the protagonist, who's usually like a good kid that is mistreated by adults and other greedy children. And bad things happen to the bad children and to the bad adults, and good things usually happen to the good children. So it's dark, but it's fun. So these two, probably going to rank them pretty high as well. The BFG. Okay, so the BFG, I didn't mind it. They made it recently into a film. This is a good story, definitely. But from my experience reading this, I don't think it was as impactful to me as the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Charlie and the Glass Elevator. Of course, there are some fun moments in it with like the drink that bubbles down instead of bubbles up, so it makes like you fart instead of burp. I thought that was funny as a kid. Yeah, I like this one. What does it say on the back? Human beings is not really believing in giants, is they? Human beings is not thinking we exist. It's beautiful. Yeah, so this is a good one. Probably rank it a bit lower. James and the Giant Peach. This is a fun one. This one I think is a lot less dark than some of his other ones, although there's still moments. It has its moments. Probably a good one as well. And at the end, there's like reading things like, "How careful are you to read these?" I love it. That's a good one. This is one of my favorites. My grandma actually gave this one to me when I was like a little kid, and I remember reading this copy, George's Marvelous Medicine. Oh man, it's just such a fun example of adding more things into the medicine, and then it creates even bigger problems, and and then George has to figure it out. But it's I'll see if I can find the spot. Yeah, it's like you have the medicine leading to like the grandmother growing and getting like going through the roof and then shrinking, and then it's very funny. So that's a good one as well. Matilda. This is one of my favorites as a kid. I remember watching the film of this one as well. The film is really great. Yeah. These are so nostalgic. Just go through some old books that you've read once in a while if you want to smile. Matilda. Wonderful, wonderful. But yeah, I highly recommend this as well. This is a good one. And finally, this is probably my favorite, is Fantastic Mr. Fox. Great story. I mean, it's just so, you can empathize so much with it, right? The foxes, they're, maybe they're causing trouble to the humans, but really they're just trying to live their lives. They're just trying to get by, and I think it's super relatable. So now the ranking. This is tough. Okay, so that's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. Okay, that's a tough one. Okay, there, 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 and there. My ranking now. So the lowest one, and this is still a really good one, just me personally, would be the BFG. I think this is a good book. Don't get me wrong. James and the Giant Peach is going to be number 7. This is a good one too. I love when he's meeting all of the different bugs and worms and all that stuff. When he it's interesting, but definitely not as impactful for me. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's too low for that on this list, isn't it? I don't know. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, great book. Maybe just overdone in terms of popular imagination. So I highly recommend this one. But if you're looking for something a little bit more Roald Dahl, The Twits. This is the one that I really think of as him. Very entertaining, very funny to read as an adult. Again, The Glass Elevator, the better, in my opinion, sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Number 3, we have George's Marvelous Medicine. This one's super entertaining, super short, impactful to me, nostalgic as well. Number 2, Matilda. This one's a bit longer. It's a classic story with like the evil principal and the good kid. It's just great. And then number 1 has to be Fantastic Mr. Fox. So that's what I have today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit different than the others. And I am starting a book club, as you probably heard, if you looked at some of the comments before, but this is an exciting announcement. Well, I bumped the camera here. So I just briefly wanted to mention that. We're going to be reading 2 books in the month of June. The first one is A Gentleman in Moscow. And this one I'm really excited to read. I just started reading it the other day. It's excellent so far, more of a literary fiction one. And the second book that we're going to be reading is, of course, The Wind in the Willows, a children's book. So my plan at this point every month is to do a children's book and an adult's book. And that's not because children's books aren't as powerful as are the adults' books, but it's simply because I want to have a different opportunity for everyone who wants to read to participate. You don't have to read both books. You can read one or the other. You could read both of them. I highly recommend if you have the time and inclination to do that. Or you could just read part of one and participate in the discussions. We're going to have live discussions. We're going to have, at the end of the month, a Zoom meeting where everybody in the book club is able to hop on, and we'll talk about the books as well. We'll do 1 hour for one and then 1 hour for the other, I think, at this point. That's the plan. But every week on Wednesdays as well, we're going to have live meetings that people can participate in if you're a member of the book club. And if you just want to follow along as well, you're able to do that. But if you do join the book club, you'll get reading guides and chapter summaries and that kind of stuff as well. So it should be, I think, very much worth it. I think it'll be fun to be a part of the community and to build this community. And there is a promotional rate right now if you want to be helping to build the community from the ground. But if not, please do subscribe for free to the Substack as well, and follow along, because it's going to be exciting to build this book club and this community. And there'll be lots of great free materials there as well, my own work and deep dives as well. So highly recommend checking that out. And thank you for watching this video. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care.